We are live, baby. What's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Listen. Tonight's show is special because I got to pull a couple strings and pull my cousin in. So I'm excited. So share this out, man. I've been broadcasting this one for about a week. So y'all already know what it is. I don't really need to describe, I guess, to those who are the uninitiated. This is Real Talk with Rajan. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We will be getting started at 7 p.m. Y'all know I try to be prompt. Y'all know I'm very big on my promptness and doing things in a timely manner. So please go ahead and share this out. Let people know we are live in Real Talk with Rajan. Tonight we have a very special guest, Miss Buffie Lewis, aka formerly known as Buffie the Body, now the founder, owner of Brick Built Apparel. You're going to find out more about that. If you don't know what that is, you will by the end of this interview, because we will talk about it. But I need you to share this video out. I know these streets have been interested in this interview for a while. I'm just glad that God favors me, and I'll take his favor all day long. What's going on? Thank you guys so much. As you're coming in, please share this video out. We're going to get started in about 2 minutes. Go ahead and share this video out. This is Real Talk with Rajan. Let me go ahead and put my ticker on. This is Real Talk with Rajan, and we are live with my special guest this evening, my special local celebrity spotlight guest this evening, Miss Buffie Lewis. We will be getting started in approximately 1 minute. It is now 6:59. Like I told you, I try to be prompt. So I'm sharing this out, and then I'm going to be as well. Yeah, man. Thank you guys so much. As you're coming in, please share this out. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in on YouTube. You don't have to, but you are, and I appreciate that. Thank you. We are live with Buffie. Join us. And it is now 7 o'clock. Join us. And share. And subscribe. Yeah. Join us and subscribe. And share and subscribe. And put all three of those, because that's important. All right. Now that we've done that, I think I've done enough promo for now. Let's do it. Share my screen. Share screen. What's up? Thank you guys so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. I don't have my open. Oh, Real Talk, Local Celebrity Spotlight. That's the one I want. That's the one I want. Let's close this out. Application window. This one. And share. All right, let's do it. Hello, world, and welcome back to Real Talk with Rajan, where nothing's off limits. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here with me, and I appreciate that. I am your host, Rajan Lewis. Now, here on Real Talk with Rajan, everything's debatable, so in any given week, we can be discussing anything from sports to music to politics. You name it, we'll discuss it. I already told you I'm your host. Those who are new to Real Talk with Rajan, thank you so much for joining me. If this is your first time enjoying the show, I hope that you get everything out of it that you came for. But one of the goals of Real Talk with Rajan is to shine a light on the great things that are happening, not only right here in the Low Country, but across the world now. We've gone from just being a local celebrity spotlight to expanding this to a national celebrity spotlight. And a lot of our young unsung heroes that you may or may not have heard of, who are doing great things. And tonight I have a very special guest. I got to call in a favor to call in my cousin, aka the icon, the celebrity, Miss Buffie the Body, formerly herself, Miss Buffie Lewis. Thank you so much for joining me, cuz. What's up? Let me turn this music on. Hey. So, first of all, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you doing this.
You're welcome.
All right. So, for those who may not know, the 5 people on Earth who don't know you are, please introduce yourself to the audience.
I am Buffie Lewis. Most people know me as Buffie the Body. I can't get away from that name.
Right.
For nothing. No matter where I go, they always gonna know. No matter how much I try to tell them, oh, Buffie Lewis now. No one wants to hear that. So, yep. So here I am.
All right.
How long have I been out the industry now? Let's see. I started in 2005.
Mm-hmm.
6, 7, 8. I think I've been out about 10 years now. And people just can't see that, but yeah, they can't let it loose.
So where are you originally from?
Athens, Georgia.
Okay. All right. Cool. And so just, we got to get the basic questions out the way. So what made you originally become a part of the music industry, modeling industry in that way?
Actually, I was in Baltimore, and it's crazy how it started because I wasn't trying to be a model or anything.
Uh-huh.
I was in Baltimore, and I did this photo shoot. I did a photo shoot with a guy that I met in a club. He was a photographer. So the next day we did a photo shoot, and I was getting the photos for my boyfriend. I was doing it for him, and the guy who took the photos, the photographer, took some of the photos, put them online, and that's how everything started.
Like, really?
So he actually put them online without my permission.
Wow.
This was
I never knew that.
This was back when message boards was like really popular. You remember how popular message boards and Yahoo groups?
Yep.
Yeah, he put some of my pictures online, and that's how everything just started blowing up.
And what was the first video you showed up in?
What was Tony Yayo the first video? Yeah, Tony Yayo and 50 Cent was the first video.
Okay, word. Okay, see, I'm getting a little history here. This is good. Good stuff. So, what was your favorite video that you did? I'll get all these questions out the way.
See, what people don't know, I didn't do a lot of videos. I was probably in more magazines than videos.
Right.
After my, how many videos? I think I did like 3 or 4 videos total. And after that, I didn't want to do any more videos because I didn't want to be known as the video girl in every single video.
Right.
And like, if I couldn't, and I would tell them, if I can't be the main person in the video, I don't want to be in a video.
Right. Which makes sense.
Yeah, I cut it off early. So I didn't do a lot of videos. Like I said, I was in way more magazines than I was videos. I hosted way more events and did radio and all of that over the video.
Okay.
Over the videos.
All right, cool. And so the video I think you're most known for is the Big Boy video, right? Outcast video.
Everybody thinks that's me. That's not me.
That's not you?
Nope. Someone just asked me that on Instagram yesterday. It was like, I was joking on Instagram, and I said, I used to be a mechanic before I became Buffie.
Yeah,
when I was on the floor fixing something, I was up in the fireplace fixing a screen in the fireplace, and a girl said, "Oh, so you were a mechanic in that Outcast video?" And I'm like, "I've never ever been in an Outcast video." A lot of people all the time. So you're not the only one, but a lot of people always think that was me, and I've never done a video with Outcast.
Wow.
That was a girl named Kai Toy.
That was her.
Yep.
Okay, word. Okay, see, so y'all need to stop. Put some respect on my cousin's name. That's not my cousin. That's not my cousin. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. So did you? Is that something that you enjoy doing? Because there's always people always have like this mindset of what it is to be the video chick or to be in the King magazine or anything like that. Is there something about that like that made you like, nah, I don't want to do that like long term?
It was fun, but I knew going in that it wasn't going to be something that's going to last.
Yeah.
The shelf life of a video girl or a urban model of whatever you want to call it,
right,
not long at all. We don't have that long window. Sometimes like rappers or
right.
I guess any athletes or anything else like that. So I already knew that I wasn't going to be in that industry long because that's just how it works.
All right, so cool.
So I was like, I was in and out.
Good. Awesome. So that really is a great place to transition right there to, so how, while you were in the industry, what ways were you setting yourself up to be an entrepreneur? Because what you're doing now is you're working in entrepreneurship. So what things were you doing then that helped you in the game that you're working in now?
Well, actually, when I first got out the industry, I was doing strictly fitness because when I was in the industry, people always asked about my exercise and what I eat. I mean, of course, I was known for my body. So a lot of women always ask that. So I was like, maybe I should take that and spin it into fitness. So I went and got certified through the National Academy of Sports Medicine. So I got my certification, and I really didn't want to be a personal trainer. I wanted to be more like an online trainer who just, put videos up, have like a subscription site where they had to pay a monthly fee to watch my videos, to exercise with me. And I'm like, is this something that I really want to do? I had to think about it because with that, I would have to continuously record videos every single week. And I'm like, I didn't want to be dedicated to that.
I know this life.
That's a lot of work. Just keeping up with my YouTube, just keeping up with YouTube to me is a lot of work because people don't understand what goes behind video editing. Like I have all the editing software, Premiere Pro, Final. I have everything. I have my own editing software, my own cameras, my own tripods. I have all of that, and I know how to use it all. But sometimes when I record a video, it takes all day to record it, to get a good record. And then, like I said, it takes almost another day to edit and get it up online. So I thought about that. I was like, you know what? Nah. If I just do the YouTube side, I could grow my YouTube channel and make money that way. But just because then no one can hold you accountable. No one can say, okay, well, I subscribe and you haven't put a video up in 15 days. I want my money back. YouTube is free. So basically I can do that like I want to. I can post a video today and don't have to post one anymore until next year. And can't nobody complain because it's free. Right. So that's why I decided to do that. So I decided to start doing YouTube. And I did YouTube for a while, and that's when I started producing my own fitness clothing. So Brick Built was just fitness clothing, nothing else. I went from fitness, and I was like, okay, so some people exercise and some people don't. So what else can I do other than fitness to bring in another audience? So that's when I started doing casual wear. And I'm like, okay, so every woman is not into clothing. So what else can I bring? How can I bring in another audience? So that's when I decided to start doing home decor, travel accessories, and just everything just took off from there. So that's how Brick Built got started. All from a pair of socks and a pair of tights. And it just blew up from there.
Okay, so all right, so now, so you just dropped something there. So how did it start from a pair of socks and a pair of tights?
Because my socks was the first thing that I did. I did a pair of socks, a pair of knee socks. and the socks sold really, really well. So I was like, you know what? Let me do a pair of tights. So I did a pair of tights with the Brick Built logo down the leg.
Mm-hmm.
And they sold really, really well. But you know, at that time when I was doing this, there was no other Black, well, African American fitness, company. Back then, I think I was the only woman who was just doing strictly fitness clothing and nothing else. Because, you know, most women get into the clothing industry and they sell like casual wear. Well, I didn't do that. I went strictly into fitness because even when I was working out, it's hard to find sometimes tights and stuff to fit, you know, women with hips and butt and all of that. So that was my main reason for producing fitness clothing, because I wanted to exercise and I wanted clothes that I could wear that was comfortable, that you don't have to constantly pull up and all of that. So that's how all of that got started. So I think at that time, I don't know no other Black woman who had just a full-fledged fitness company that was producing, designing, and everything, their own fitness clothing.
Wow. Wow. I love that. That's one thing that I've like, as you know, this is our first time like meeting, and hopefully we'll meet in person soon once this COVID stuff is over. But like, as I've been able to follow, you know, your journey, you know, since you married my cousin, shout out to cousin John, by the way, signs to see. Anyway, since getting to know more about you through your social media profile, the one thing I found is like, you're really creative. Like you do a lot. Like, can you speak a little bit more about the things that you do, like with the Brick Built Apparel, but also outside of that, like just your creativity?
See, one thing, how I feel like I feel Brick Built is different because there's a lot of Black-owned women clothing companies out there, thousands and thousands of them. The only thing I feel like that sets me apart is because I design and make my own. Like, I don't make them like sew them, but I design everything all the way down to the color thread. I have my own patterns. You know, I don't get pre-made stuff from China and just sell it.
Right.
Everything is designed. So everything is my own designs. They copyright it, everything. I have my own artists that help me create these designs. So I think that sets me apart from a lot of these companies, because you can't find Brick Built nowhere else but on the Brick Built website. You can't go to Amazon and get my stuff. You can't go to Alibaba or AliExpress or all of these Chinese websites. You can't go to, unless they unstole one of my designs. You can't go and just buy my stuff from these other places. You have to come to Brick Built. And I think this is what sets me apart from a lot of the other clothing companies.
Absolutely.
I don't sell the same thing they sell.
So long term, is that something that do you aspire to, like expanding it to being more of a like a storefront or maybe of a boutique? No.
No, that's one thing I never ever wanted to do, and that's open a store. I'm just, and a lot of people don't know this about me, but being in the industry as long as I did, I'm more to myself now. So I'm not really a people's I like being to myself. So I don't really like, I would probably make a horrible customer service person, to be honest with you. And that's being completely honest, because I don't have that personality. Even when I was Buffie the Body and I had to host events, I probably hosted over 500 parties. And one of the things I hated about hosting was getting on the mic and being in the mix. I never ever was comfortable doing that. But it was money. I was getting paid to do it. I was getting paid anywhere from $2,500 to $5,000 to show up at these parties and be there for an hour or two. And the main thing, I did not like getting on the mic. I didn't really like interacting. I just wanted to sit over in the VIP and just chill to my 1 to 2 hours was up, and then, you know, I go back to my hotel, get on my flight the next day, and go home. I'm just not that. I don't have a personality to be around a bunch of people. You know, as far as a speaker or someone in the community and stuff, I find that like extremely hard. I don't know. It's just I've always been like that. So
that makes sense, though.
That ain't something that I'm good at.
So I guess that sort of a good transition into like your like domestic life. So is this like this more recent, you know, the one that people get to know about you on social media now, as far as, you know, you working, you know, in your home and, you know, turning your garage into a skating rink, like that kind of thing? Like, is that more in line of who you actually are?
Yes. Because I can be myself. Being in the I guess the spotlight and being, you know, in the public eye for so long, you always had to be a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't say certain things. You had to look a certain way.
Yep.
You always have to look presentable when you go out the house. Now, when I go out the house, you know, especially the area that we live in, we don't live in an area with a lot of Black people. So most people wouldn't even know me over here where I'm at, where we live in.
Right.
So I can go out and I can have my hair all over my head, or I can, you know, have on a t-shirt and sweatpants, or I don't have to wear makeup. I like just being myself. I like being around people where I can be myself. And I just I don't feel like I can be myself around most people. Yeah. So I like being at home. I like spending time with my husband and my family. You know, I'm a home person. I can stay in the house 2 and 3 days at a time, and it don't even bother me. My husband will come home and like, are you not going outside? Like, I've been in the house 3 days. So when this whole quarantine thing jumped off, shit, I was already staying in the house anyway.
Yeah. You was already prepared, huh?
Yeah, it didn't bother me at all. I was telling my husband, I was like, I don't go anywhere anyway. So
right. So, okay, question. So what shocks people the most? People meet you the first time. What shocks them the most about you?
Most people say I'm down to earth. I guess. I've heard that a lot.
Yeah, like you're like mad cool. Like that's the thing. Like just like I just think like you depending on how, because people, you know, again going back to that whole industry thing, I'm automatically assume that people who have a certain amount of attention, you know, they get the big head. But like you're so cool. Like I find you to be such a cool person. That's why I like following you on social media, is because like you'll be like, okay, it's Tuesday night, I'm going skating. And like when you were going through the thing, and I want to talk about you skating because that's something that I got to get better at. So I want to learn how you got better. But like the fact that you're willing to be like, look, like I just like doing regular stuff. Like to me, that's the thing that really shocks me the most, because people were like, oh, you know, she's an industry person, so she probably likes going to, you know, A-list parties and hanging out with famous people. Like you're like nah, I want to hang with my husband in my house and I want to go skating. And I don't want anybody to talk to me when I do that. Like, I think that's pretty cool.
Just let me be me. Just, you know, and then even when I go skating, sometimes I have to be mindful of my surroundings. Yeah. Because, you know, with social media now, any little thing you do can end up on Facebook or can end up on Instagram. Yep. So even with that, you know, having my own space where I can skate, you know, I'll go to the park. I'm the only person at the park skating, so I can sort of be myself. I like being in places where I can be myself, where I can be Buffie Lewis and not Buffie the Body. But no one rarely lets me be Buffie Lewis if I'm out and about. It's always Buffie the Body to everybody. So it's almost like I have to put on this certain, I don't know, I have to be a certain way, even when I'm at the skating ring. Yeah. Because it ain't like I own my own skating ring where I can be in there by myself. Yeah. Me and my husband, you know, we was renting out the skating ring at one time just so we can be in there by ourselves. Wow. Because I feel like if I fall at the skating rink, and it's a lot of Black people there, if I fall, there's a lot of Black people there. Most of the people, exactly. Most of the people there know that I'm Buffy the Body. So if I fall, like I'm gonna get videotaped or something. So that's another thing. I always try to go on the nights where it's mainly white people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to go to a skate ring with a bunch of black people until I learn how to skate really well. And then I don't
Okay.
have to worry about falling in front of them. I don't mind falling in front of white people because
Yeah.
white people don't pay me no attention at all. They don't know anything about Buffie the Body. So I can sort of be myself around them. I can go, my hair ain't always got to be on point. I can even be a little ashy.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
don't care. They don't pay me no mind. But go to a skating ring with a bunch of black people. Oh, that's Buffy. That's Buffy. And before I leave, everybody at the skating ring know that I'm there.
Yeah.
Then somebody come up. Can I take a picture? Or, oh my God, can I take a picture? Or I follow you on Instagram. And it's just, I don't know.
I want to ask you about that because
this is the life I signed up for. Sometimes I just got to deal with it.
Yeah, so I want to ask you about that because that's something that I've heard like a lot of famous people talk about is like the culture of people and especially in the social media age where people feel like they like you owe them a picture because they bought a magazine or because they follow you on social media. What do you feel about people about okay, what is the right way for somebody to approach that? Like if they see you and they want to take a picture.
To come up to me and speak first. Don't try to sneak and take a picture because a lot of people try to sneak and take pictures. And I think that sort of irritates me. If someone walks up to me and say, "Hey, Buffy, how are you? I'm a fan." I don't mind that. But people who like think you owe them a picture, like if I say, "No, I don't want to take any pictures." Some of them get attitudes and stuff. And I'm like, oh, let me get out of here before I get in some trouble.
Right. And that's bad.
Certain places I just avoid. Yeah. And I know where to go and where not to go. If I know, certain places I go anywhere around people who might know me. If I go anywhere like that, it's just like, it's almost like I got to be prepared. Got just get in that mindset that somebody's going to know who I am.
Yeah. And that sort of sucks. I'd imagine that sort of sucks. Like people say they want to be famous all the time. I feel like, yeah, I'll be famous. I want fame and fortune and I want everybody to know my name. But that's not always fun. Can you speak to the downside of that?
Yeah, because it was cool when I was doing it. But now that I'm out of it and I'm finished with it, you just don't want to be bothered with that anymore. Like, I don't know. It's just, it can be uncomfortable because you go somewhere. Sometimes I'm at my warehouse and I want to leave and go get lunch. And I have to like pick and choose where I go. Okay, is it going to be a lot of people at this place that might know me? This is the place I really want to eat at, but you know what? It's going to be too many people there that know me. So I'll just go over here to Chick-fil-A, go to drive-through and get me a chicken sandwich. Even though I wanted to go to this soul food restaurant and get me some mac and cheese and collard greens.
Yeah.
But I already know it's going to be a hellified amount of people there that know me. And I'm not going to be able to sit down and enjoy my food. So I'll just go to Chick-fil-A drive-through, get me some nuggets and go back to the warehouse.
Okay. That makes sense though. That makes sense.
It was, like I said, it was cool at one time, but I'm much older now. And I just don't like being bothered with that. I really, it's just, it can get annoying.
Oh, that makes sense. Totally. So I want to ask you this because I don't think I've gotten the story. And I want to know. So if you don't mind, if this is personally like, yeah, I don't want to talk about this. Okay, cool. How did you meet my cousin John?
He's sitting here beside me.
I want to know. Like I love love stories. I love love.
Actually, we knew each other from back in the day. Like back in the day, the Freaknik days, our younger days. But then we sort of lost touch. And we've been friends on Facebook for about the whole time, ain't it? Yeah, about 12 years we was friends on Facebook. And we just started talking again. And we started talking again on Facebook. He was my friend, I was his friend on Facebook, but we never really paid each other any attention. You didn't shoot no shot nowhere, whatever. But
He a Lewis now. He a Lewis.
he did nothing. But anyway, we just started talking, and we went out to dinner one day, and we just been inseparable ever since. I let him came over. No, he cooked me dinner at his house, and I went to his house and I ate, and then I cooked dinner at my house. He came and ate, and he never left. I couldn't even get rid of him. He never left. He's been here ever since. Jesus.
y'all seem to be doing pretty well, man. Y'all are definitely, for me and my wife, y'all definitely one of the people that we definitely, admire a lot. How long y'all married now?
5 years. And I mean, the 5 years is seem like we just got married last week. 5 years just flew by. It's like it's been the most happiest time of my life. I love him to death. Like I don't even know at this point how I would even be able to go on without him, because he's like, we do everything together. And it's sort of like when I see people getting divorced, or some of my friends on social media getting divorces and stuff, and I'm like, I just can't. And I know everyone says this when they first get married, oh, we ain't gonna never get a divorce. I just can't see that with me and him, because we just so much. I can't see it. I don't even see how I would be able to go on without him, or he would be able to go on without me, because we just got so much in common. Now, if you don't do a whole lot together, I've known people who got divorces, but they didn't do a whole lot together. So it was sort of easy to separate and go. But me and him do every single thing together. Like, I don't even want to do anything without him. Like, if I go somewhere, I'll be like, you coming? Or like, if I go somewhere, I want him to come, because it's not going to be fun without him. I want him to go. We get somewhere and we like to laugh and joke and act silly. And he's literally my best friend, because like I said, it's just I don't it wouldn't even be, life wouldn't even be right without him.
Yeah See, that's that. You know what, hey, shout out, that's my cousin John. That's my cousin. And Lewis men, we are all right, man. We are all right. I'm glad that that's working out, because us Lewis guys are all right. So I have a question I want to ask him, but he's not on camera.
Hey, John, with his big water
John, come on the camera.
Yeah.
So I got a question for you, right? How do you deal with, because this is the question that a lot of fellas probably want to know. How do you deal with having a wife as known as Buffie?
Hold on, we get slide over. Let me in. My turn. Okay.
Yeah, you win. I'll make y'all bigger. Let me see.
Okay. No, we good. Okay, you said, how do I deal with? Yeah.
How do you, like, because Buffy's an international icon. People know Buffy. Buffy's been in magazines. Buffy's been in music videos. Y'all at the skating rink, and somebody decides today is their day to shoot their shot with Buffy. How do you deal with that?
I usually just give them that look. When you give them that look and you take possession of your wife, then they get the picture.
Okay.
And we always go and ask him first, like, hey man, do you mind if I go over there and ask for a picture? Or hey man, that's your wife or that's your girl? Hey, do you mind? Ain't that Buffy? And then he'll be like, well, yeah. And so a lot of them ask him first before they approach me.
Yeah, I've never had any instances of disrespect. I mean, most of the guys, they will approach me, even on the low, we've been in the airport or, different places, and they'll come and they'll come, man to man to me on the side. Hey, that's your wife? Does she still host parties or she still modeling? You think I can take a picture with her? And me knowing her, what kind of day she had, I'll be like, nah, dog, you probably don't want to do that, or in some cases, I'll be like, babe, do want to take a picture, and she'll take it, depending on how her day's going. But the craziest part is not even the guys; it's more the females. Like, we walk around the store, and chicks would follow us up and down each aisle. And at one point, this one right here turned to me and say, "Is that one of your H's following us around the store?" I'm like, I've never seen her in my life. And then, we walk outside, and then the girl walks up like, "Excuse me, I see all your videos. I just love you. Can I take a picture with you?" And I'm like, "Look, that's one of your H's. That ain't that." But so she has like a lot of fans, a lot of females, and like I said, the guys it hadn't been any disrespect. I mean, a couple of times we've been in stores and people, walking, taking pictures with their phone or whatever, and then you just give them that look, and they know to stop and get the hell out of the way.
So it's like, and another thing I noticed since I moved away from the Buffie the Body thing, and it's more like the fitness and the clothing and the exercise, the videos on YouTube. There's way more girls who approach me now than it is guys. Even when I look at my insights or Google Analytics to see like who's coming to my website, who's following me on these social media, it went from back in the day being 80% men to 20% women, and it's crazy how everything has shifted. So now it's 95% women, 5% men. So it's like when my lifestyle shifted, then all my followers shifted too. So that was I thought that was super, super cool when I look at my analytics and I'm like, how cool is this? Because those are the ones that I want following me now is women. Because it's very, very few men that follow me on social media now. And if they do, they just follow me because they know me from the whole Buffy the Body thing. But yeah, it's mainly women now. My beautiful Black women. That's who follow me now.
Yes. Speaking of beautiful Black women, my grandma says, "Buffy, I'm so proud of you being my niece. Keep up the good work."
Thank you.
That's my grandma. That's my grandma. And Damon, my brother Damon Fordham, he's on here. He says, "I can see why females will come up to her before the fellas. Most of us fellas have enough sense not to approach a woman with her man present because you know how we roll." And we had a question from Daniel Laurie. He said, "How do you stay motivated?"
Motivated far as the
I can get out of here.
Yeah. Go on.
Get the screen back. Get the screen
Exactly.
back.
I'm motivated far as the
I'm gonna bring you back,
Okay. You can yeah.
Okay, so motivated far as the like what, the fitness
I guess to keep creating, the things that you create with your businesses and just to stay active.
One thing that's always motivated me, I did graduate from high school, but I didn't go on to college. A lot of my friends from high school went on to college and did all of that, and I didn't. I was the one who was like, no, I don't want to go to college. College is not for me. So I felt like things might have been a little harder for me because I didn't have no type of degree. And I felt like, back then anyway, degrees was like very, very important. I don't know how important they are now, but back when I was, in school in the 80s and stuff, everybody was told to get a degree. You got to go to college. You got to go to college. And I was one of the ones that I'm like, no. So what keeps me motivated is not having to, I guess, being able to depend on, other people. One thing I've always been an independent type of person. Always, always, always. So just not letting myself down, even though my mother is not here anymore, but just I still know she's looking down on me. So just staying motivated for that reason and just building, just like anybody else. I love money. I love money.
Right,
so
right.
just working hard. Want to be able to retire, want to be able to sit back and enjoy the hard work that me and Cakes put into our companies. Just able to enjoy that.
Word. So that's a great response.
I just
Question.
don't want to be broke. Other words, I don't want to be broke. Because
No.
a lot of the models who I was modeling with, and I'm not gonna name any names,
Right.
but a lot of those girls are not doing anything. Like when we did the BET show a couple of years ago, when they BET flew me out to Los Angeles, and they were saying that it was gonna be me and about 4 or 5 of the other girls that I used to model, who was in the spotlight with me around that time.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh God, I haven't heard about this person and this person and this person in a while. So, I went and looked at their social media just to see what they had going on. And none of them had anything going on. And they told me, like, I'm not going to say who told me this at BET, but they basically told me that I was on one of the few that was, basically doing something with my life. Actually has a life after the whole modeling thing. A lot of them is still like doing the bathing suit photos and just, I guess, waiting for that ball player or waiting for that rich man or something. I don't know, but I guess I'm the only one that decided to take my stardom and do something good with it. Hey.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's only so many Lewis men out there. So I'm married, and my brothers are both married. Well, and there's John, Uncle Stanley out there. We might get hooked him up with Uncle Stanley. Anyway, hey John. Anyway, that was an inside joke. If you're not a Lewis, you don't understand, and it's okay. But my mom has a comment, but definitely, I definitely feel you there. And I remember a few years ago when they were doing that, I remember they actually did a magazine thing when they did like the Don't Rush challenge, and it was a bunch of like former video models who in magazine models who were like doing the thing with the magazine, and everybody was like, "Where's Buffy? Where's Buffy?" And they're like, I watched through this whole, it was like an 11-minute video, and they're like, Buffy's not in this she's not in this video, and I was like that's probably the reason. So do you want to speak to that? Is that something you want to speak to or not?
Actually, I didn't know anything about it. This guy who used to he was like a talent agent back when I was modeling and stuff. He used to get us into the videos and talk to all the video directors for us. He hit me up. He's the one sent me the video. And I'm like, no, I'm good. No.
Right.
I didn't want to, no. Nope. I didn't want to be a part of it.
Right. Well, that's good though, because again, like you said, you moved on past it. And I think that's the hard part for a lot of people is they sort of get addicted to that limelight and being the person, but if that's not really in your personality, like you stated, that's something you probably don't want to hold on to. I'll read some of the comments. We got some great comments out here. My mom, Maxine, shout out to my mom, says they're as a couple are very creative as well. They've done a serious overhaul of their house, and I keep telling them that they need an HGTV show. And y'all do. Y'all really do, because y'all do some really creative stuff, and there's a lot of stuff that can be learned from it. Is that something that y'all looked into, like doing an HGTV show or something like that?
But we sort of learn. We're not professionals. We sort of learn as we go. So, we run into a lot of road bumps. You don't always see that part. You just see the beginning and you see the end. You don't see all the problems we have in between.
All the headlines I put in.
Whatever. I don't think we're good enough to be on television. I don't think that. But hey, I didn't think I was good enough to be a model. And look what happened. So, hey, look
at God.
I know. So, hey, you never know.
Hey, that's dope, though. But I think there's something to it. I mean, there's something, just even with you guys not being like quote unquote professionals, just the fact that you guys say, okay, I want this done, and like to think through it in the process. Like, I think that's really dope. Victor Kilpatrick says, talk about your art, Buffy. It's awesome. So tell him about your art.
Look, tell him Victor, you're gonna have to show me these paints you're using, because I want to know how to make those sales. Me and him just became friends on Facebook the other day. My husband know I've been trying to play around with paint, and he showed me. Can I call him Matrix? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna call him
Victor,
Matrix.
His name is Matrix. Yeah, Victor Matrix.
He showed me Matrix paintings, and I'm like, oh my God! So you think I could ask him what type of paint to use? I was wanting to ask him, but I didn't want to be nosy. So he does art, and I've been looking at his art because I like to have people on my page that I somewhat have something common with. Having. So yeah, he's been doing paintings, and I've been working on that for the last month. Because I've been trying to learn how to do paintings. Because some of these paintings I see on Etsy is like $800-900. I'm like, I'm not giving no one $800 or $900 when I can learn how to do it on my own.
Right. Again, entrepreneurship, taking the things that you like to do and find ways to make money on it. I love it. Nicole Rivers, I don't know if you know her, but she says, I love Buffy and John. I love their relationship.
Thank you. Thank you, Nicole.
Yep. I also love their relationship. They're mad dope. Let's see. Victor says, John is my bro, and I've watched them grow together. They inspire Black couples. I'm very proud of them. For sure. Sure. I definitely do. And John's from the great city of Charleston, South Carolina. That's right. So, ain't you a rock? You a rock, right, John?
That's right.
You a rock. What is a rock?
Yeah, I'm a rock.
Go ahead, hold on. Let me expand the camera because my cousin got to explain to you what a rock is.
Yeah. What kind of mascot is that? Is a rock? Okay. Everybody else has animals and gladiators and stuff. He was a rock.
Explain it to him because.
What's going on with the rock thing?
Yeah, we were rocks.
So what's the whole story behind a mascot as a rock?
Our actual mascot was a rock, but during football we had like a caveman. Yeah, who had the big bat thing. Hey, the mascot was there before I got there. The school's not there anymore.
No, St.
Andrews, no. A rock on your shirt, a picture of a rock on your shirt.
A picture of a big rock. We had a big rock in front of the school.
It was a thing. It's a thing.
Well, my high school was a gladiator.
Oh,
that's nice.
Exactly.
Exactly. Y'all hate me.
I'm about to say, yeah, that's
y'all hate me. Oh my God.
Hey, I just had to message you. That's funny. I just had to message you. But yeah, man, like that's really dope. Like, so yeah, John's. So John, while you on here, go ahead and plug Signs to See, man.
Oh, I'm gonna talk to you after this about becoming a sponsor so you can drop commercials during your interviews.
Come through,
yeah, we're gonna make this happen.
Yes,
Signs, custom items, signs, banners, t-shirts, decals. The website is signs2c.com, and that's signs, the number 2, the letter C.com.
Yeah.
On Facebook and social media at signs2c.
Yes. And listen, so soon to be sponsor of Real Talk with Rajon, Signs to See. So you can hear a whole lot more about it on here. I love it. Thank you, big cuz. I appreciate you.
Oh, no problem. Thank you, cuz.
All right, man. All right, Miss Buffy, I'm gonna come back to you. All right, let me see. Let me put myself back on the screen. Oh, there we go. All right. So, Miss Buffy, we've run through a lot. I've had you on for 46 minutes, and I do not want to. I want to be very respectful of your time. So, I guess I want to ask you, just as we're starting to wrap up, what are some lessons that if Buffy now could talk to Buffy 20 years ago, what would Buffy now tell Buffy 20 years ago?
You know what? I was washing dishes the other night, and I asked myself, is it anything, and I don't know what came from out the blue, like, is it anything you regret growing up that you wish you could have done differently? And I had to think. And I'm like, no, because my life ain't always been good. I've, had some run-ins with the law before. A lot of people don't know this. So I wasn't a good girl growing up. I've been in trouble and stuff like that as a teenager. I was a troubled teenager. And it had nothing to do with my parents because my parents wasn't crackheads. They didn't drink. I had my mother and father in the house. So it didn't have anything to do with them. It's just me wanting to be out there in the streets with my friends and just doing crazy stuff. but I had to grow out of it. So, but I guess growing through all of that, I wouldn't change anything because, I came to my senses eventually and got on the right track. But there's nothing, the only thing I could say I would want to change, I just wish my mind was as robust as it is now. Now I just feel like, I'm doing so well for myself. I'm happy. I don't know. I just feel like right now the sky is the limit. Like I'm living, I'm really, and this is not even fronting for no one. I'm really at this point in my life living my best life.
Absolutely.
And I just wish I wish I had this business mind like 15, 20 years ago. Like, where was all of this? Like, I could probably be, we could be billionaires now if I had this mindset 15, 20 years ago. But no, I wanted to be in the streets. I wanted to be a hothead and, be a little disrespectful child and all of that. So, like, I had to grow into who I am now. But I just wish I had this business mind. I just wish I was as calm as I am now, how laid back I am now. I just wish, like, where was all of this 15, 20 years ago?
That's funny. That is funny that you say that, because I often say a lot of the same things. Just in terms of like, I wish, and it's so cliche to say it, but like if I would have known at 21 what I know at 38, like it'd be a whole different game.
Oh my goodness.
It'd be a whole different game.
Yeah.
But youth is wasted on the young. Youth is wasted on the young. That's what they always say. All right,
I got nieces and nephews growing up now. So, when I talk to my sisters, I'm like, hey, we went through that same stuff when we was that age. Hey, cut them some slack. Yeah. We went through it. They got to grow. They got to go through it too. So, hey, it is what it is. That's life. I'm sort of glad I'm sort of glad that I don't have any kids myself, because the way the world is now, it's got to be super hard raising kids now. Jesus Christ. Just some of the stuff that I see. Oh, my goodness.
Yes. It's a crazy, crazy world for sure. I can tell you, me and my wife have 5, and it can be hard, but praise God, we got some pretty well-adjusted kids, but like it can be rough, man. There's some parents out here that's like really, really struggling to be able to maintain,
all the time.
It's hard. It's hard. So I'll ask you this: what is the biggest life lesson that you've learned?
What is my biggest life lesson that I've learned? Let me think about that. My biggest life. I would have to say, and this is more like, because of some things that happened in the past, I would have to say health reasons, because my mother passed away from breast cancer. So I would have to say, get your checkups and just get your checkups and get your exams and everything like you should, because if I know for a fact, if she had been doing that, she would still be here. So just when it comes to your health, you don't have nothing, absolutely nothing, if you don't have your health. And I've seen it around me, and I know this to be true. So take care of yourself. That's all. Absolutely. I mean, that is sort of like near and dear to me, the whole health thing. And I don't always eat healthy and stuff, but I can see myself like floating away, and I have to keep bringing myself back. Like, oh no, Buffy, you can't do that. I float away, start eating unhealthy, stop exercising for a week or two, and then, oh no, come on back. So I got myself to keep myself. I got to keep myself on track. Whew, and it's hard. It's hard, but
absolutely. Well, thank you so much. That's really everything that I could think to ask you, within this time period. I want to thank you again for doing this interview, because I know you don't do a lot of interviews. But you did it for me, and that means a lot. I reached out and I said, hey, would you mind doing my show? and you said yes without equivocation. So I appreciate that. Do you have any parting thoughts for the audience?
No, just check out my website, brickbuilt.com. And hey, that's it.
Where can they find you on social media? The places that you want to be found.
Brick Built Apparel on Facebook, Brick Built Apparel on Instagram, and Brick Built Apparel on YouTube.
All right. Brick Built Apparel, and I will put all the links in the title.
I got over like 200. What do I got over 200 videos? 250 videos on YouTube.
Okay, so just and what kind of videos you got? Like you said, fitness workout videos and stuff like that, right?
It started off as fitness, but this year is when I started, I guess, adding stuff about my home stuff. You know, the stuff like the arts and crafts that I do. Some recipes that people always wanted me to share. Just my lifestyle, but not a lifestyle, because I don't want to get too deep into my lifestyle on YouTube, because I see a lot of girls get real deep, and I know it's money driven. They get real deep and start putting all their business on YouTube, trying to get that money. And when disaster hits or anything like that, it's like the money ain't even worth it, because you have lost all your privacy.
For sure. Wow. Yeah, absolutely. Well, that definitely is a word to the wise. I guess one more comment from Damon Fordham. I see he says, I don't think you mind me sharing this, but Buffy once gave me some really good advice. When I told my students about this, they were shocked to learn that I knew you, and I had to tell them that Buffy the Body has as much in common with Buffy Carruth as Red Fox does with Fred Sanford. You probably had to explain to them who Red Fox and Fred Sanford were. But I'm pretty sure once you did that, like they got it. But thank you. But thank you so much. I'm gonna go ahead and do my close. But stick around. So give me 1 second, all right? I'm gonna do my close and then we can wrap up. Give me 1 second. Let me get my. All right. Oh, I'm gonna use a different song. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching this week. Thank you to Buffie Lewis for joining me. You didn't have to do it, but you did, and I greatly appreciate it. Make sure you check out www.brickbuilt.com and follow them on all their social media and her YouTube page. Reminder that my local celebrity spotlight is every Wednesday night. I did a special night for my cousin, and then tomorrow night I have a guest at 7 p.m. where I interview my local celebrities and unsung heroes. Tomorrow night's local celebrity spotlight will shine on Miss Regina Duggins, aka Gina Mocha, who's running for State House Representative State House seat 111 for District 111. Join us as we discuss her activism in the community and the things that she's been doing to try to spread good things about the LGBTQTIA+ community and how we can, as a community, come together to work to a common good. If you are doing something in the community or in the world that you would like a light shined on, please reach out to me on my website. That's www.realtalkwithrajan, so we can discuss getting you on the show. This and all of my shows, in addition to the Car Chronicles series, is now available for your listening pleasure via Apple, Google, Spotify, and any place you can find podcasts. You can also find it on my website. That's www.realtalkwithrajan.com. If you'd like to be made aware of when I go live, because sometimes it is unscheduled, please be sure to click the follow tab or subscribe tab on this page and turn on the notifications so that you'll know when something new is posted to the page. In the meantime, please follow me on social media to stay up to date on what's happening with Real Talk with Rajan. Pretty much go to any social media site, type in Real Talk Rajan, that's REZSAUN, and my face and my show will pop up, especially on YouTube. Right now, I'm sitting at like 130 something YouTube videos, but I don't have like 130 something YouTube followers. So I need y'all to go there and follow me because I'm pretty dope if you haven't noticed. Feel free to leave comments, questions, whatever else you'd like to say in the comment section or the message section. I love reading your messages and getting the feedback, even if it's negative. I would also appreciate it if you could leave a 5-star rating on my podcast or review or a thumbs up review on my Facebook and YouTube channel. I'm also currently accepting invitations for speaking engagements and event hosting opportunities. If you would like for me to speak at or host your event, you can request me via my website. You guessed it, www.realtalkrajan.com. In closing, always remember that God is everything, and without him, we are nothing. So never forget where your help comes from. And if a man doesn't stand for something, he's bound to fall for anything. Now that is real talk. I will see y'all tomorrow night with Gina Mocha. Thank you to Buffie Lewis. I appreciate you. Brick Built Apparel, Signs to See. Peace.